What's going on, everybody? We back with another video. Oh yeah, this is Merry Christmas. So this is the eve of Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas to you all. In this case, you might as well say we're giving you guys a Christmas edition video.
2 of them, baby.
But in this case though, tonight's video is about, has the bloodline really got in Drew McIntyre's head? And the reason I say that is because it's like Drew McIntyre, for some type of reason, cannot let go of the past. It's like he feels like whatever happened to him, he got to get payback. So you guys saw recently how, he took out Jay, then turned around, knocked out Sami, turned around, knocked out Jimmy. Then as you guys saw last Friday, Jimmy got his revenge by beating him with a crutch and so on, so on.
It's a repeated cycle, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McIntyre is literally forever stuck in the bloodline cycle.
It's crazy because this time, no title is on the line. It's like this man is stuck in the past of what Roman did to him, what Jimmy did to him, what Jay did to him, what Sami did to him. It's like you won't let it go.
Nope.
Not one bit. You won't let it go. And it's like these guys, this whole family faction, they just live in your brain. Because let's not forget, Drew McIntyre, he got his own little hit list. We can add Seth in here because it seems like Seth Rollins is on that hit list somewhere too.
Somewhere on that hit list, there's unfinished business with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. It was never finished. We never really got started. So when you think about it, yes, Drew McIntyre has the repeated cycle going on with the bloodline, but don't ever question Seth freaking Rollins out because he's on that hit list too as well.
It's like when you look at it, it's like Drew had this obsession with Roman. It's like you look at Roman now. Do Roman care about Drew? No. Why? He beat Drew numerous times.
And
he don't care.
It's very sad because it's like Drew thinks that Roman is thinking about him. Roman is not thinking about you, Drew. If you fast forward now, this man Roman is focusing on getting that you a follow back from Solo Sikoa.
Yep.
Drew, the bloodline's not thinking about you. You're thinking about him.
Because if you want to be honest, when you look at it, you looked at it as how he confronted Solo about it. And he up there telling Solo, I'll to beat you up. And I'm like, Solo ain't thinking about you either.
And in this case, when you look at it, it's like, yes, Drew, we understand. Payback on all of everybody.
That's understandable.
But isn't it kind of bad right now that you're the only person that's thinking about them right now at the moment? Nobody else is thinking about them but you.
Exactly. Because way before you came back, Jay wasn't thinking about you. Jimmy wasn't thinking about you. Roman damn sure wasn't thinking about you. Nor samizayn.
So when you look at it, Drew, you're the only person that's been thinking about them for the longest. Since you came back, that's been the only agenda on your mind. Not the World Heavyweight Championship, not facing a new competitor. You want revenge off the bloodline. You said it's now the right time to get all the revenge. Excuse me? For real?
I'm gonna be honest, Drew is really going through. The bloodline lives rent-free in Drew McIntyre's brain. They really do.
But in this case, if you're Drew McIntyre, why is there so much pent-up aggression inside of you? We understand. Some of this pent-up aggression came from CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, and Samizayn in this case too as well. But why in God green earth are you so pissed off at jimmyuso, jeyuso, and romanreigns at the moment when they're not thinking about you?
No. Not one bit.
Not one bit.
You are barely on their mind. That's just how bad it is. It's like, Drew, this is like a repeating cycle every other week. You're always saying, what are you gonna do? All this, all that. It's like I came to the conclusion, You want to mix your personal issues with storyline issues. And it's not a good look.
No, it's not. And you can kind of tell you're putting the personal issues with the storyline issues. Why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. Bloodline didn't really make you take months and months off.
Exactly. Once the bloodline had you, they beat you. It was what it was, and they went by their business. You the one talking about. You saw Survivor Series. You saw all of them with they ones throw it up. You got, and it's like you didn't like it, not one bit.
But my thing is, this is it right here, Drew. This is what I don't understand right here. Drew McIntyre. Will you ever move on? Will the Scottish psychopath ever move on from the bloodline? Because it looks like to me that
he is stuck.
You want to be stuck in the same boat thinking about the bloodline.
And when let's be honest, they ain't thinking about you. They got bigger problems going on. They got bigger problems with their own family members at the moment.
You think they really have time for you with you? They'd rather super kick you and spear you and let you be by your own. That is it.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, Zayn, another person that's part of this whole faction.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, Drew made it very clear to Sami, you never beat me, which is very true. It's true. We're not gonna lie and be like, oh, no. If you look at it, everybody, let's look at this for a moment. Everybody that's in the OG bloodline, all three men have beaten Drew McIntyre. Yes, they have.
Except Sami Zayn.
Sami is the only one who hasn't beaten Drew McIntyre. Even when he went back, even when he went to them and needed them as protection, as guards,
no.
He still didn't win. But when you look at it, I'm glad that Sami is actually sticking up for himself. I'm glad Sami is actually sticking up for the bloodline. I'm glad Sami is making it very known to Drew. Jimmy Uso, like Jeyuso, Sami Uso, he's making it very clear. Man, what they do is not your business.
So in this case, Drew McIntyre. Will Drew McIntyre ever move on from this whole bloodline storyline?
No, because he feel like he got some type of vendetta towards Roman. Okay, everybody didn't like Roman when he had all the power. When Roman was a heel, and man, yes, Roman treated everybody wrong.
Yes,
he did. We ain't gonna lie, he did.
He did.
But Drew, come on, you can't blame everything on the bloodline.
Bloodline this, but this is another thing. Did anybody also hear what he said? After I'm finished with your family, I'm coming after you next. Solo Sikoa is not safe either.
Well, for the time being, yes, he is. Long as he got Jacob. Oh,
he's safe right now.
Yeah.
But on down the line, Drew McIntyre is going to rip his head off.
Yeah.
But with Drew McIntyre, this is the thing. People thought by Drew McIntyre coming back, finally we get something fresh, we get something new. He's gonna go after somebody.
He did. For a damn bracelet. For a bracelet. So you up here, you come back, 16 staples, you come back, and the people you start targeting is the bloodline. I'm like, the main person you want to target is not even here. It's not even here. The main person you want to target, you won't see him until the debut of Netflix.
In this case, but this is another thing too as well. Could Drew McIntyre play a huge role on January the 6th too as well?
Because he also mentioned CM Punk as a villain.
CM Punk. Everybody knows that there's the feud between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. It literally had to end at Hell in a Cell with CM Punk beating Drew McIntyre. But in this case, could we see Drew McIntyre make his way back into this too as well? Could he call CM Punk or Seth freaking Rollins
that match? Because let's be honest, it's a main event match. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa are opening up Netflix.
So when you think about it, on the last hour of Monday Night Raw, it's the main event of CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. Could Drew McIntyre play a role in that? Could he cost Seth Rollins that match? Or would it be CM Punk that match? Or could Drew just screw both of them in this case?
It's gonna be very, very epic. It's gonna be epic to see. But I just see it clearly as this. It's like Drew McIntyre just won't let the past go. It is his ego. It's his pride. Man, you talking about Roman Reigns now. Man, Roman Reigns right now, this babyface anti-hero Roman Reigns is in the most calmest mood ever until he gets his hands on Solo.
In this case, Drew just thinks that Roman needs to be more focused on him and not Solo. Well, Drew, don't be honest.
It don't work that way.
He's not thinking about you.
Nobody is thinking about you. I hate to say it, Drew. Not even CM Punk is thinking about you.
He's thinking about Seth Rollins. Why does he have to be worried about you? He settled with you at Bad Blood in October in Hell in a Cell.
Exactly. So it's like, Drew, nobody's thinking of you. You and your fascination with the bloodline. It's like you bringing up old news. Okay, they cost you the titles numerous times. Okay. Solo. He cost you. Okay. It's Solo.
It feels like the Kevin Owens story all over again.
It's like the blame game all over again. So this is Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
He is crying about it. He is whining about it.
Drew, we understand you wanted to beat Roman. You had Roman in the palm of your hand. We all saw the match. Yes, we did.
But you gotta realize something, Drew. That family, it's too many of them. So when you think you got one of them, another one is gonna come.
Right there.
You gotta understand that family owns the wrestling business. If you kind of want to put it out there.
And so we asked tonight, has the bloodline hunted Drew McIntyre old WWE career right now at the moment?
Yeah.
Yes, they have. Because it's bad.
To the point where you thought that what you did with Jimmy was all good until he got his payback. Then, you tried to do the same with Sami. Jey came, knocked you off your rock a little bit. But in the end, as you guys saw, Sami, they did not end the way I wanted it to for them to. But anyway,
they got spiked and did a good night. That is how it is.
So I see it as this, and I'm telling you guys, I see it as Drew McIntyre need to open up his eyes. Stop thinking about the bloodline, please, because you're making the bloodline your problem. Once the bloodline becomes your problem, you're gonna wish you never mess with them again.
But this is another thing to avoid with Drew McIntyre. Do not let all of this stuff pass you by. Think about this. The Royal Rumble is right around the corner. Will you still be thinking about the bloodline
Because
in the Royal Rumble?
that's what I'm saying. They can cost you your opportunity in the Royal Rumble.
That's how much it. Roman Reigns is competing in the Royal Rumble next year.
And last time I checked, every time Drew and Roman are in the same rings, for some type of way, Roman is always knocking Drew off.
Every time.
Especially in the Royal Rumble.
So, in this case, Drew, if I was you, yes, they are haunting me right now at the moment. Next year, which is the Royal Rumble, Drew? February 1st. You should be thinking about, are you going to win Royal Rumble?
Is you gonna go to WrestleMania?
Could you main event WrestleMania?
Exactly, because let's be honest, this year's WrestleMania, you won, but then you lost. But the way I see it is this: it's like you need to get it together, because it's like the bloodline is hunting you, and they are hunting you, and they are having a ball with it.
No offense, next year WrestleMania, you need to redeem yourself and not get caught in the crosshairs again or piss anybody off.
Yeah.
CM Punk literally baited you in.
Man, you had a 5-minute championship reign.
And just like that, CM Punk just swept your leg on top of the damn announce table. Damian Priest comes out and cashes in Money in the Bank.
And wins.
5 minutes, Drew. 5 minutes.
So it's like you need to redeem yourself one way or another. But other than that, man, Drew, let the bloodline go. Let the stuff go. Leave the past in the past. Because if you don't, they're just going to start targeting you. And it seems to me that's what you want.
Will Drew McIntyre ever get over the bloodlines, the whole bloodline saga? We don't know.
We don't know not one bit. But it seems like you want them to come after you. And it seems to me, they coming. They coming.
Even more so. Another thing too as well, like we just said, could Drew McIntyre play a huge role on January 6th in the main event?
Could he play a huge role in the main event? Because let's be honest, he gave Solo Friday to go. Said make sure you take out Roman Reigns for good. So it had me thinking he's not gonna play no role in Roman in the match. But he will play a role. It looks like the Seth Rollins and CM Punk match.
Mind you, Seth Rollins rubbed him the wrong way 1 week ago.
Yep.
After what he said.
After he told him straight up. He told him straight up, he is doing what you couldn't do. He got mad because what happened? Seth Rollins, CM Punk, debut on Netflix. Drew McIntyre was finna knock the hell out of Seth. Well, he's finna knock the hell out of Seth, but Sami can.
Anyway, yeah, that issue too as well. But Drew McIntyre is literally everywhere right now. Between in the world of the bloodline living threat-free in his head,
yeah,
to him wondering, who am I gonna take out? CM Punk or Seth?
Exactly, because I'm gonna be honest. You got to have a good damn reason to mess with Roman Reigns and Solo match. You gotta have a good reason. Very, very good one.
I mean, literally, you really do. This is a lot on the line.
There's a lot on the line, not just for Roman, but for Solo also. So you gotta have a good damn reason for messing up this match.
So we know Drew's not that stupid. We know he would not just do something like that. Now, Seth and CM Punk,
yeah,
that's a match that is like put the old man down and let him go. That's it.
I mean, because I'm not gonna lie, I think sooner or later we will end up seeing CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Sooner or later we will see those three men.
We will see them in a triple threat match.
We'll see it sooner or later. But right now, Drew McIntyre, you just need to focus. Focusing on the bloodline will not get you nowhere. It seems like you want the bloodline attention. Well, guess what? They are bringing you the attention. They're giving it to you. This what you want, or you are getting it.
So much in stake. January the 6th, we got Drew McIntyre over here, still thinking about the bloodline when the bloodline's not even thinking about it.
Exactly. The bloodline got too much business going on with their actual family. So the actual family got family problems going on at the moment. Drew, you don't fit nowhere in that issue.
Make sure y'all comment down below and tell us too as well. Will Drew McIntyre ever get over the bloodline saga? Or is he stuck for good?
Exactly. Is he stuck? Or is it really just time for Drew to move on? It's time for Drew to move on and go about his business. You know? Let us know what you guys think below. Like we said, this is a Christmas Eve edition video. You know, we wanted to put this out for you guys tonight. You guys have a Merry Christmas. Peace.